Right, good evening one and all. Yes, it's 10 o'clock, or it's just gone. It's 5 minutes past 10 now. I've just put my boys to bed. They came in to tell me it was time to go to bed, so they're gone. They're sat in there eating their biscuit. They have a biscuit when they go to bed. That's probably why they come and see me, because they know it's biscuit time. Right, the boys are sorted. I've got some shout outs. Let's get those out of the way first. I've got 3 shout outs for you. And I'm going to do the one that's the furthest away first. Now this is on behalf of Jennifer, and she's asked for a shout out for Marty from Manhattan in New York, and he works at Liberty Bagels. They're the bread rolls, aren't they, bagels? That's where he works. So there you go, Jennifer, that's your one. The next one is to Angela, and it's for her husband Ian, and to thank him for everything he does. That's a nice one. I never got that from my wife. And the last one is to Fisherman, and it's to Hilda, Paula and Barbara. Just a shout out for them. Right, that's all the shout outs out of the way. So I shall remove that piece of paper and we file that one, guys. Right, it's a Monday evening. It started off really nice today. I left to go to work. It was lovely and sunny, blue sky above me, but lots of fog. I was driving through banks of fog all the way to Cambridge this morning. Once I got to Cambridge, the fog lifted and it was a glorious morning, absolutely spectacular. But that all changed in the afternoon. It went really grey, the wind picked up and it started to rain, but not heavy, just enough to dampen the ground. But yes, so we had a little bit of rain, so not as nice as it could have been. Busy at work. Again, they're still getting a lot of these new cars out ready. 74 reg has come out now, so there's lots of cars coming through, which I don't have to do. So I'm doing a lot of retail work, and the other techs are doing the PDIs, which is fantastic. I love it. It's nice for me. Right, what else can I tell you guys? I got my topper. I'd ordered a topper from off eBay, and it was coming from China. It wasn't expensive. It was about £5. I think it was £4.99. And I thought, well, I would give it a go. It's turned up today. It's rubbish. I don't know what I expected for £4.99, so that will be consigned to the bin, I think, that one. But that turned up today. So I'm pleased I didn't just wait for it and think that was going to be the bee's knees, because it was no good at all. Right, there was somebody on there today who was moaning about the content. They were saying that it's all very much the same. They found it was getting a bit boring. Well, unfortunately, life is like that. You know, doing the washing up and going out shopping and cutting the grass, it is pretty mundane, but this is an account of my day-to-day life. It's not supposed to be exciting stuff, guys. I'm just letting you know what I'm up to. So I did message back. Whether or not it's gone down right, I don't honestly care. This is what it is, and I've explained from the word go that it is just a day-to-day account of what I'm up to. So yeah, that one I've nipped in the bud, I hope. Somebody also said to me about my friend Peter. Now they said, why aren't you being honest with your friend Peter? Well, I'm being very careful with Peter. Now there's a little bit of history there, and I'm not going to say too much because a lot of it is private. But Peter and his family had a family member who was gay, and he was ostracised from the family. It caused a huge rift within the family. It affected Peter quite heavily. He was quite upset about it all, and so I deemed it was a good idea not to say anything to Peter. And I've known Peter for about 25 plus years now, guys, and he's a lovely fella, and I don't think there's any reason I need to worry about coming out as hateful to Peter. I think the age that Peter is, it's not going to be an issue. He's not going to be coming out of the care home. He's in there for the duration, unfortunately. And he's a cracking fella, and I feel privileged to know him. And but I will not tell Peter what's going on. I do go and see Peter every weekend. Every Sunday I go and see him. I speak to him every day in the morning. We have a phone conversation every morning, just to see how he is, how he's doing. And that won't change. That's how things are going to continue. But I can still cover up what's going on. He can't see what's going on. When I go and see him with my long hair, I put my hair up into a cap, keep the cap on. If the cap ever comes off, I'm going to be in trouble. So yes, Peter's not aware of what's going on at all. Somebody said to me, well, do you think Peter might know? Well, no, he doesn't. He hasn't got a clue what's going on, and he's a great fella. Other things, I had somebody in Canada say, any chance of a greet and meet in Canada? Probably not. Start off with, I'm a terrible traveller. I get horrendously travel sick, and the last thing I want to be doing is getting on a plane and flying off to Canada. So there is a chance that will never happen. But I did say that if they want to come over to the UK, I've got a spare room they can have. They can come and stay over here. But yeah, I'm not going to go to Canada for a greet and meet. And the same goes for the United States, guys. My flying days across the pond, I think, are over. I'm a bad traveller, and I mean bad. I'd be so ill. So I'm going to keep my feet on the ground. I do trips in Europe, but I always do those by car. I don't fly anywhere if I can help it. I try not to use public transport, as in buses and trains and aeroplanes, that sort of thing. I try not to use those at all. As long as I can drive somewhere, I'm usually okay. If I'm a passenger, I'm bad. I am really bad. And I've always been like it. But I think the older I've got, the worse I've got. I thought you were supposed to improve it with age, but I seem to have got worse. Right, let me put those on there. Lovely. Right, so I can't think of anything else too exciting to tell you. Wednesday tomorrow. No, sorry, Wednesday's not there yet. I'll be Tuesday tomorrow. Wish my life away already. I can't think of anything else exciting to tell you guys. I haven't been anywhere other than work. I got held up coming out of Cambridge tonight. I left the garage at 4:30, and I can usually get out of Cambridge in about 15 minutes. Hit the outskirts, that is. It didn't work tonight. I got stuck in a huge queue of traffic, and I didn't get out of Cambridge till about 5 o'clock. And by the time I got home it had gone 6 o'clock in the evening, so it was a late one for me tonight. And it looked like the A14 was shut, because I tried to go onto the A14 thinking I could pick a bit of speed up, get a bit of mileage in, get home quicker, but it didn't work because the A14 was actually closed, and I think that is what was causing all the tailbacks in Cambridge. Everybody was getting diverted off the A14, and that's what was so manic. So that wasn't very good. Hopefully tomorrow it'll be okay. And I have removed some of the roadworks I was going through. I was going through some villages with roadworks, and they've all gone now. So that should make it a little bit better. So that's it. Boys are in bed. I haven't really got anything else to tell you guys. I haven't been anywhere, haven't seen anybody. I've got this time next week. No, it's the 12th. I'll have to look and see what day that is. I think it's Thursday. I'm not 100% sure. That's when I go to Norwich to go and see the breast surgeon about my breast augmentation. That'll be interesting. I did tell my parents, and I told my eldest sister, because I saw my eldest sister at the weekend as well, and so they'll want to know what's going on. So like I said, I've got no secrets. I don't keep secrets. I tell people what's going on. I find it's easy. You don't trip yourself up. If you try and cover up, it'll always come out in the end. So you might as well just be honest and come out of it straight away. And so I always do now. I'd say it as it is. So yeah, really good. That's it. I haven't got anything else to say. Oh, I saw somebody else today, and it was at work. I was at Cambridge, and one of the other techs from one of the other sites, he turned up. And I know him from, he was working in Bury St Edmunds the last time I was over in Bury. He was over there, and he's a Honda tech. And I saw him today, and he said, he called me out by my male name, and after he'd done that, and when he left, got in the car and left, I thought, next time he does that, it'll probably be a different name. It'll probably be April. but I wonder if he'll call me by that name. I will put it onto my my work site, because we've all got a what is it? A profile section at work. You go on our sites and you find there's a profile section. It's got your name, your address, and contact details, so they can all see that. So once I change that, it'll be interesting to see how many people actually pick up on it. The wages department obviously will, and the management will all know. But I wonder how many of the other workers will actually know. That'd be interesting. Yeah. There is a fellow over at Colchester who I came out to back when my YouTube site got discovered. And because he was my work colleague and I was working beside him all day, every day, I said to him there was something fishy going on. At this time I hadn't quite sussed out what was going on, because my YouTube subscription site suddenly shot up. I had a sudden increase in subscribers on this particular day, and I thought, what's going on? But how come I've suddenly got all these new subscribers? And that was when I was discovered. Somebody at Bury St Edmunds discovered my YouTube site, and of course once he told everybody else, they were all logging on my site and all subscribing. And so that's how that came about. And I couldn't quite understand it at the time. I didn't know what was going on, why my subscription rate had suddenly shot up. And it wasn't until that evening I got a message from the HR department, saying that something had come to light that could cause problems in my workplace. And I didn't quite understand what they meant. I didn't know what they were getting at. And that was shortly after I'd got divorced. And I assumed that they were talking about my divorce and that I might have some mental health issues, and that they were a little bit concerned. So I sent a message back. I sent a message back saying, oh, if this is about my divorce, it's okay. I'm fine, I'm living the dream, don't worry about it. And they sent me a message back the following day. But it wasn't till fairly late in the morning. I'd got to work first thing in the morning, and I'd said to my work colleague that I'd had this strange email from the HR department the night before. And I told him what they'd said. He said, what on earth are they on about? I said, I don't know. I said, they haven't said anything else. I said, it must be to do with my divorce. And then shortly after that, I got another message from the HR department saying, no, it's nothing to do with your divorce. It's about your YouTube site. And it went, the penny dropped. I went, oh no, I've been discovered. But there again, I've been doing it for years, and for that to stay a secret for all that time, because nobody at work knew about it until then. And then it just went rife. It went right across all the sites. And I work at sites in Cambridge, where I am now, Ipswich, Colchester and Bury St Edmunds, so 4 main sites, and it went rife right across the lot. And I chuckled, I was chuckling. I thought it was really funny that they finally discovered me. And the HR department said, would you like to have a chat? Do we need to have a chat about this? And I said, no, it's fine. I said somebody was going to find out eventually. I said, no, don't worry about it. And that's, yeah, there's the only person now who's not aware of April is my friend Peter. He's the only one. Everybody else knows. There's no secrets. And Peter, I'm not going to tell, guys. And I've explained earlier why I'm not going to tell Peter. And Peter doesn't need to know. So that's it. I'm going to sign out because I've done the washing. The boys are in bed. I've just got to nip round with the Hoover. By the time I've done that and got upstairs, it's probably going to be about 11:15. I'm going to go through any more messages. I did clear them all. But if there's any more on there, I shall go and clear those as well. And then I shall probably put another video. I'm going to download some more videos like I did today. I'm going back, trying to go back 12 months. So I've gone back to September 2023, and I'm pulling back some of those videos that I did in 2023 and putting those on for you in the morning, instead of me putting, I will still put a music one on for you if you like, but I thought I'd bring back what I was doing 12 months ago, so that it's constantly changing as we carry on through the year. because I can't make fresh videos during the week, unfortunately, because obviously I'm at work. It's getting really dark now as well. It's dark in the mornings. The sun does just come up now as I start going to work. It just popped up this morning. I could see it in amongst the fog because it was quite foggy this morning, but I could see the sun had popped up. And again, coming home in the evening now, the sun's getting quite low now. It doesn't go down till about 7:30, 8 o'clock time, but yes, it's yeah, the nights are definitely dragging in. Right, I'm going to sign out. I'm going to let you lot get to bed, and I shall speak to you all tomorrow. Okay, bye bye for now.